Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They'll run with the third-year man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Throwing on second and long. Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Forced out to his left. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? Great job, both feet in, first down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. Pushes past him, and it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Harris. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
Murray keeps it himself. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Play action now. Prescott. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Prescott off play action. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Going up top. And this one is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
This is caught. It's Woods. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of.
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On play action, Prescott. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tommy Tremble, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Here's Murray. Got a man. That's Ayuk. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Murray now to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. The Packers at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday. Anything can happen in this league.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, Parker. Out of his end zone, Prescott. Looking left side of him, he's got a man. That's Woods. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Prescott. Flushed out right. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Cooks will come in motion right. Prescott on first down. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The center receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 9. Prescott. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Boy, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy, because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it, because you have all your focus back on number 1.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 8 coming up. To throw is Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Now Murray. Another completion right back to Patterson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Murray again. They'll roll him out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, they'll throw with Murray. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Dancing to his left. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Prescott. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. Edwards-Helaire will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Play fake. Murray steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. Caught left side by Mechie. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4. Here's the option play now to the left. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And Prescott, his third interception. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third is worth for 3. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Flush to his right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Cooks will come in motion right. Prescott off play action. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Play action now, Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now Murray. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw is Murray. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up with the flaws